I'm happy you guys are talking about consoles because the second commitment in Asha's email, the return of Xbox, which I'll be honest before I read this, I'm so happy I'm on the positive side of things because I have slight hope in my gut. I'm like the Grinch, heart's growing a little bit. I got hope. Return of Xbox.
It's so funny. I'm negative.
Right? We will recommit
The marketing's
to our
got
core
you.
Xbox fans and players, those who have invested with us for the past 25 years, and to the developers who build the expansive universes and experiences that are embraced by players across the world. We will celebrate our roots with a renewed commitment to Xbox, starting with console, which has shaped who we are. Access to the players and fans who invest in Xbox and to the developers who build ambitious experiences for it. That statement, when I first read it, I was like, this is confusing as shit. Because why are you going to say this when it, again, goes against what they've been doing the past couple years? To me, there is a slight shimmer of hope. Not hope, but like, do we see the return of them doubling down, going all in? You're recommitting to what Xbox was. Are you going all in? Hey, we have these studios, exclusives across the board. We have Activision. Screw you, exclusive. Like, did they go that deep into it because they want that market back? Is an interesting idea. Do I think it's going to happen? Very minimal chance. But for you to come out and say you want to recapture what Xbox was, you want to celebrate with renewed commitment to Xbox and what it was, with that core leg of it gone, that exclusive, you can only get this on Xbox. Without that pillar gone, what replaces it to be able to rebuild that commitment? And it goes back to what I said earlier, when like, is it because they're changing idea? And Satya's like, shit, we're gonna have Phil and Sarah be a fall guy for this as we regroup back to old ideals.
Yeah, on the first half, I thought you were going with them just being like, hey, it worked for PlayStation. Original Xbox.
The actual like X.
Release the actual X.
I'll be
bringing
there.
It back.
My credit card's ready.
We're gonna load that thing up with all your favorites. Halo, Halo 2.
Remember that AI thing that was making games that like remade a level, right?
They remade Bleeding Edge. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing.
Oh.
Gonna be that AI expert. Yeah. Funny.
No, but I mean, realistically, like, do you guys see a future where like we're changing course again, which I don't think would land, but like, do they go what people expected them to do when the deal went through initially with Activision? Do they go back and be, hey, we want this share back, we want to be a part of this again? Is there a world?
I mean, at this point, for Xbox, anything is possible. Because I think out of all of the major gaming companies, Xbox has always been the one that feels like it's been so easy for them just to fishtail and just kind of do everything and try to see what works. And a lot of times it kind of misses, and sometimes it doesn't. Like Nintendo is on their island and everything is hunky-dory. Like every Animal Crossing music is playing, Mario is hitting those coin blocks and everything is great. PlayStation, they have their good eras, they have their bad eras, but for the most part, people go to them. Xbox is Xbox. And what does that mean? What year is it? Take a guess. I'm kind of on the fence. Like I think I am in the between both of you, where like I can see how this can go wrong, but I can also see the optimism in what she is saying. Dharma being like, hey, we are going to try to like do what Xbox used to do. We're going to try to do it bigger and better than ever. That's cool, but how many years now have Xbox has made that commitment, and we've only seen a fraction of that. Not saying that she can't do it in her tenure as CEO, But I think for a lot of people, we need to see the work happen. Like I think a lot of fans, a lot of Xbox fans are kind of tired of hearing it. We want to see it. And I know we're not going to be seeing that for a while, so it's kind of, I don't want to like, you know, put both feet down and being like, hey, I want results now, but like I'm the CEO of the company. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a big hill to climb.
Yeah, reading over this section too that we're talking about, a lot of nothing. It's just what they're doing. So until they say more, we just don't know where they're gonna take quote Xbox. It's saying we're gonna your business. Of course, you're committed to it. You're gonna recommit. You weren't. So it just I don't know. Where do you think we get another console? If
I'm
let's say
glad
we are
you
getting at
asked.
least one more.
I'm glad you
Oh.
asked, because an hour ago, roughly, Sarah Bond posted her
The
letter
hell?
to her team she
Oh.
sent out. In the opening
Oh my
paragraph,
God.
I'm
I love it.
incredibly proud of what we've built together over the past 8 years plus. PC and
I'm taking the
cloud
prototype
gaming,
home with me.
PC and cloud gaming are growing faster than ever. Our next console is well underway, so still there. And together, we've helped lay the foundation for a more open gaming platform that spans devices and reaches players around the world. Typical going through the lawsuit and Activision Blizzard acquisition. She also says towards the end that she too is remaining on as a special advisor to Asha to help ensure a smooth transition. So I don't see that. I wouldn't have expected that if she was forcefully removed. Like it seems like this was planned. Phil, I predicted the beginning of last year Phil would be gone. It feels like it was just bumped up. It feels like their plans of getting him out, replacing
Weird.
is a little faster than what they planned, which is why this is happening all so fast. But yeah, she and her thing to the team that she was open to put on socials. New console hardware is well underway, which I've seen some people, I think we've kind of alluded to it here too, with this shakeup. Is that new hardware going to exist? I'm curious in what form it is. I already mentioned the premium side of it. Is that still a thing? Is it still teaming up with Steam? Was that already a partnership that was done in ink? Is it a more traditional console?
Yeah, it's interesting.
has-
PC cloud gaming are growing faster than ever. Our next console is well underway. It can also just be like, hey, I'm leaving. I gotta let people know what I've worked on because it's not going to be on the resume because you're going to cancel this shit. I was heading up a new console. You could do it that way too. She's like, yeah, we are. Sorry, deuces. I just confirmed you have another console. So I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna take it negative just for conversation, or not take it negative, but
Devil's advocate.
read it that way. But that's really interesting. They've said it for years. Of course, they're working on another console. Yeah, I just wonder if it's, hey, we're not, with everything going on, we're not going to be able to get this out in the way we want. We got to hold back. We have to retool. We have to figure out what to do with our current platform. And you have someone who's done that before with Asha, as we've gone over her history. So I've come around on her. It kind of makes sense. Sarah posting makes me feel like, and staying on, it makes me feel like this was planned. Things, of course, in the world are more dire. So it moves the plans and they're trying to get ahead of something potentially. But yeah, they still got a lot of work to do because this is all, it just feels like something happened and they're like, all right, go. We're doing this today.
Maybe this is just my thought. Maybe because they do have to push away like the timeline for another console. Like let's say if that high-end console was maybe going to be announced in the summer and then dropped either in the fall or maybe early next year. Maybe
That's
that
what
was
I think
the
what they
time.
wanted.
Maybe that was the timeline for Phil and Sarah, and they'd be like, okay, that drops. See you later. Good luck. And so now that maybe that timeline's been pushed down, maybe like, well, we don't want to stay here for that much longer. Let's just hop into the next generation and those like next generation of leadership and just go. And then like it's really cool that because I thought Sarah was just gonna be gone and be like, okay, my time's done, I am leaving. But it's actually kind of cool that she is also staying, but in like a mentor-y kind of position, at least until the summertime. But kind of like what you were kind of leading up to. It's like something did happen with their plan and is definitely changing. How much is that changing? We don't know. But hopefully that means that they're ready to kind of get into this mode and just go. Because I would hate for them to have this big announcement, make this public, and then Xbox rests on their laurels for the next 6 to 8 months.